are the sea. Every time I turn around, now you are the pillow. I'm a father, you know my name. Papa, you know me. Yelele, 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 yelele. Yelele, 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 yelele. Yeah, yeah. Jesus, your love, now oh. My master, your kindness, now wonder oh. Every time I look around, now you are the sea. Every time I turn around, now you are the field. Jesus, you said I be a picking, no. Jesus, you said your love go cover me. Every time I look around, now you are the sea. Every time I look around, now you are the pillow. Abba Father, you know me, you know my name. Yeah. Papa, you know my name, oh, oh, oh. Hey. Yelele, 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 yelele. Yelele, 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 yelele. Yeah, yeah. Abba Father, you know me, you know my name. Abba Father, Papa, you know my name, oh, oh. Yelele, 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 yeah. Hey, yeah. Yelele, 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 yelele.
Follow you everywhere you go. Come, let us rejoice and declare, Hallelujah. me. When I remember, hallelujah. When I remember that Jesus died for me. When I remember, oh yeah. When I remember the goodness of the Lord. When I remember, hallelujah. When I remember the goodness of the Lord. When I remember,
You are you are muted. You are muted. You are muted, Pastor. I'm not hearing. You are muted.
I'm very sorry, doctor. Thank you very much. I'd be just the talk say good evening for Boya. Now 5 o'clock from Boya now, and 5 p.m. in the whole of Amberland. And we day here for say thank una plenty where when I don't put ear, open una ear for here true Tory where they come out for Amber TV. When I know say they talk say truth, it dey pain plenty, the work up people they are shaking well. And that's why many people they run away from truth for listen to a lot of lies, on social media. And they know one for hear the painful history of their land, where I believe say it be a point of comfort, it be a point of encouragement, so that make the Ambazonian people they know say they don't come a long way. Before I continue, I want for say 21 gun salute them for we defense people them, and for talk say even for inside got a book, and for inside the constitution of the world, self-defense it being a human right. Yes, you get right for defend yourself when anybody it try for encroach, especially for property when I are own. Some people they don't chicken out, and they just surrender to fate, and they believe say with their ignorance and naivety they go God go pity them and God go help them. As some people they say God help those who help themselves, and say when you don't she don't so fight back for your right, then God go help you. No sir, God don't give all things for your hand, give you the powers of self-defense, so that you fit take your right. And that's why Jesus be talk say any man wey she don't want go war, for neighbor wey don't come for can't take a house, that man wey e dey so e get for calculate and mistake don't come out for over 50 something years, getting to 60 now, where La Republic don't oppress Ambazonia, and they can't discover say truly speaking Southern Cameroons and French Cameroon at that time, they no be get no link, no connection. They do their independence without us. They signed their book with France without us, 1959. They signed book with France without us. And when they can't discover, say, we no be Tronkanda people, like they did for their country. They say these people, they na bush meat, we just chop them now, so make you finish. But they try for chop the bush meat. They discover say as soft as ground beef day, some bone day the way your teeth no fit crack them. If you want for crack the bone go crack your teeth. So now so La Republic can discover say it is so. These people the way they will behave like foolish ngari, like foolish people. They get sense so, and they check say our humility and honesty it be a weakness where they fit just enter exploit them anyhow. But for this 21st century, where we dey inside, we dey discover say e dey so. Hey, no fit waka. Now you men and women, boys and girls. No. That one a bad Paul Atanganji. So the boys and girls of La Republic of Federal Republic of Ambazonia, They wake up, they say, hey, when I know say this one 21st century, and this 21st century, we not did the same way we be there again for 1990. No. Time don't reach you. This is no how do you call them? No more generation. Say they no go leave them so. The consequential consequences where like probably want them, they go get them. So they now enter. They talk BB grammar. They not only aim for grammar. They say okay. They begin surprise. La Republic don't wake up the shake. He the frighten na who say go sign agreement with Russia. Russia where he get wahala for your own house. Then they wake up talk lie. Just I mean that one a propaganda where they want for do for intimidate who. Ambassador don't pass age for intimidation. Yeah, make Russia carry all their ancient equipment and give una. No be equipment they fight. We never go buy equipment for any place. No say. There are people the way we be despise them. God give them wisdom, understanding, give them craftsmanship, where they don't manufacture their own how do you call them? Their own weapons, where they go take them, block their road for defend themselves. And as it don't happen so, many people did wonder say, these people, the way we know say now, no, they don't get no nothing. We said they don't just come on now, so they behave the way they behave. Now they don't begin sincere. Doctor, they don't begin sincere. Say, can that not be leather? Kaki no be leather. Say kaki no be leather. So they don't begin say and say kaki no be leather. And they don't turn up. Ambassador and then two, they turn up. They say, we will see. Na parapara, na parapara this. And they draw the rope, and for 5 years, 1 feet. That is, if you want put the population now, 1 Amazonia to 5 La Republic people them for arithmetic. But if you go for mathematics, go be now 1 Amazonia to 4 La Republic. But I like arithmetic because it be simple and clear. 1 Amazonia to 5 La Republic. And then they draw the parapara for 5 years. Any man will be an umpire, will be a referee. He go talk say Ambassador don't win. And La Republic no say Ambassador don't win. You know. So all this running up and down, where they pretend, you know, they say they don't sign accord with anyway, we'll talk about that piece of paper where they say they sign up with Russia. You see, say when I be wake up for some time, I talk say now we be fear Nigeria saying a 419, but La Republic don't be 4110. I'm telling you 4110. Because if you want to know the experts, the way they pass Chinese for manufacture fake, go for La Republic, where they manufacture fake so it be very clear from the eyes and the ears of every listening and reading man. You know, with the so many educated, illiterate people them for La Republic, where they fool that King Kong, where don't be an ancestor. You know, ancestors are people who have died, but we have some ancestors where they still shit on for for La Republic. They look places them. Their glasses they be on top of their nose. So when they want to look places, they look with their nostrils like this, like me I do am so, you know. Because for even put their glasses a proper, they don't know how to put them. So we have ancestors where they still be alive today. And so we come in here today, ladies and gentlemen, greeting all the arms of the interim government for the good job where did they do, because they produce we current events where did they turn out into history. Like now, we know that the interim House of Representatives, where it be our parliament, is at the work right now, producing results. Where very soon we go see. We know say the Makizadem, where La Republic don't send them for we middle, for destabilize us. They don't try their possible worst, but they still discover say these people they breed. They don't put traps for interim government, especially for the leader, Dr. Samuel Sako, where they feel say na he be the hindrance. But they forget for no say for kill this man, where dedicate this land for God, then arm yourself very well. You go first kill God, kill Jesus Christ, then destroy the Holy Spirit before you meet up this man. So he's the whole embodiment of God, where he don't protect, he build hedge around you. So I just tell una way una to waste una time. When I don't try otomokwo, it no work. When I try nyongo, it no work. When I try all kinds of fraternal and secret society, them, it no work. When I send people them physically, it no work. When I know we give up, anyway, Satan dies but never surrenders. That's what they taught me in school. A Spartan dies but never surrenders. So we change out to Satan die. And anybody where they act like Satan, we know say it get the same principle. So, doctor, over the weeks, we share this story for inform our Ambazonian people, and we know say you don't enter into big research, because you know one come out talk the social media noise wey no get no connotation, you no get no coherence. That means no get nothing wey to coordinate wey fit show say na true. So we don't come again today for our history. Now the ball will be over to you for tell we wait way you don't research and wait way history don't talk. Over to you, doctor.
Today, na 21st April 21st April 2026. 61 years ago, something happened. We will hear very well. First of all, I greet everybody, all our valiants in the trenches defending our territory. This is the war of inheritance. And that is why our valiants have been bold enough. And the blood that have been shed on the land, that innocent blood, they're crying from the various places. Baby Mata's blood is crying. Mami Happy's blood is crying. FM Isubu's blood is crying, and many other ones that are unknown that have been done. But here, Papa them, Mami them, boys and girls, we did for educate winner. For United Nations General Assembly, 994th plenary session, it being a Friday. And that day will be a number 21 day for April 1961 at 3 p.m. in the afternoon in New York, in the United States of America. That day, the UN General Assembly President will be Mr. Frederick Boland from Ireland, and the Vice President will be Mr. Chiang from China, and the rapporteur, the secretary for that session, it will be Mr. Boeg from Denmark. This is what they will do. That topic that day has been a Southern Cameroon's independence vote. That was the topic. Southern Cameroon's independence vote to take effect on October 1st, 1961. That was the topic. Because that time, February 11, they come up with plebiscite result. The United Nations, they sit down and say, no. We will go another vote. That vote not correct. That vote be talk say, join Nigeria or join French Cameroon. And they now debate on the resolution, and they come up the result. Out of 87 countries where they will vote, there will be that time for that meeting for United Nations, 64, that's majority. A powerful majority, they vote for our independence. 23, they vote against. Guess who they vote against? France and Cameroon. It'll be among the 23. 10 nations they abstain. And the 64 nations, they be vote in favor of our independence. Nation number 1, Honduras. Nation number 2, Hungary. Nation number 3, Iceland. Nation number 4, India. Nation number 5, Indonesia. Number 6, Iran. Number 7, Iraq. Number 8, Ireland. Number 7, Japan. Number the next country is Jordan, Laos, Lebanon, Liberia, Libya, Mali, Mexico, Morocco. Remember this Morocco na the first country in the world where they recognize America independence. The first country in the world. The first, before other countries then from other continents, they pour in to recognize American independence. Nepal, Netherlands, New Zealand, Nigeria, Norway, Pakistan, Philippines, Poland, Romania, Saudi Arabia, Sudan, Sweden, Thailand, Tunisia, Turkey, Ukraine, Ukrainian Soviet Socialist Republic. Ukraine, they will recognize we. They will vote for we. Union of South Africa, Union of Soviet Socialist Republic. That's the President Russia today. United Arab Republic, United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, United States of America, Venezuela, Yemen, Yugoslavia, Afghanistan, Albania, Australia, Austria, Bolivia, Bulgaria, Burma, Belarusian Soviet Socialist Republic, Belarusia, that's Belarusia today, Canada, Ceylon, Chile, Costa Rica, Cuba, Cyprus, Czechoslovakia, you don't change the name, Denmark, Dominican Republic, Ecuador, Ethiopia, Federation of Malaya, Finland, Ghana, and Guinea. 23 nations where they will vote against we, say that no one were independent. Israel, Ivory Coast, Luxembourg, Madagascar, Niger, Paraguay, Senegal, Upper Volta, Uruguay, Argentina, Belgium, Brazil, Cambodia, French Cameroon, Central Africa Republic, Chad, China, Congo, Brazzaville, Congo, Leopoldville, which is Democratic Republic of Congo today. Dahomey, that's Togo today. France, Gabon, and Greece. 10 nations where they abstain. Italy say, well, we're not going to say anything bad or good. Panama, Peru, Portugal, Spain, Togo, Colombia, El Salvador, Guatemala, and Haiti. Now, the meeting will be start from 3 p.m. The meeting is close at 7 p.m. 21st April 1961. So that is what they call them Resolution 1608, Section 15. Now that one way they put our independence. So when you hear say for October 1st, 2017, our first president of Amazonia, His Excellency Chisiko Ayuk Tabe Julius, he made that pronouncement. He said, I pronounce the recovery, the restoration of our independence according to Resolution 1608 of 21st April 1961. That is 61 years ago. No years that they run. Pastor, years that they run. But I get a presentation now. What our history? What is the genesis of 1972? How did we come to 1972 that they are projecting it too much? 20th May. Before 20th May, there was a September 30th when the person that was living Boya handed over everything to Aijo. 1st October 1961, it was a sad day, a very sad day. Instead of people rejoicing over from Cambe to Victoria, from Kumbo to Manfe, from Manfe to Lebielem, from Lebielem to Momo to Boyo to Menchum, people were sad because they woke up in the morning, there were gendarmes all over the place, Calais. And that was when we were actually annexed till now. Our people have rose and said, enough is enough. The reality of the national days, there are actually two national days. One for East Cameroon, French Cameroon, which is 1st January 1960 when they became their independent. Then there is 1st October 1961 when we were supposed to have our independence, which was hijacked by Heijo. So they started covering things. 20th May 1972 was trying to cover the Federal Republic. They said, no, Federal, they will say they'll be equal. We don't want equalness. Then they came over for 11 February, they said we will use Youth Day to cover the real thing that took place in 11 February so that people will not be asking now, what happened? So, 20th May 1972 was a sad day because it was another day of stealing from Amazonia. The fallen was stolen from us. Our future was stolen from us. Our careers were stolen from us. Our education was stolen from us. Our health was stolen from us. Pastor Komando, can you imagine? If you look at the Bermuda General Hospital, those buildings, before independence, those buildings were built before independence. It's still the same building till today. The Bermuda General Hospital. Look at the Victoria General Hospital. Those buildings were existed before 1961. They
Yeah.
are still the same building today. What is wrong? Because they stole our health system. Guess what?
Hmm.
Despite the poor development, the stagnation of our health system, Amazonia, they don't grow and they work so much that in intelligent with everything that until La Republic is shaking today. Where
Yes.
are they sending their children? They are sending their children to our side
To
because
Amazonia. Yeah.
the Anglo-Saxon education is the best education in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Our economy was
Mm-hmm.
stolen.
Mm-hmm.
It was a sad day. Fellow Ambazonians, we have good news for you. What is the good news? The Bible says in Psalms 30, verse 5, weeping may endure for a night, but joy
Mm-hmm.
cometh
Joy
in the
cometh
morning.
in the morning. Yes.
Amazonia,
Yes.
you wept when the Guzan massacre took place. You wept.
Mm-hmm.
When the
Mm-hmm.
Pinyin massacre took place, you did what? You wept. When the helicopter gunship opened fire on a peaceful population that were marching in the street in Boya, and they tried to cover it with mass graves, you wept. When the Bali massacre took place, you wept. When the Ngarbu massacre took place, you wept. When the burning of several villages, over 300 villages have been burned, including Kwakwa, in which Mami Happy was burned. A 91-year-old woman was burned inside that house. You wept. When when the brutal killing of a baby in Muyuka, we call it baby mata, you wept. When there was a brutal killing of Samsuya's relative in Boyo through decapitulation, you wept. When that missionary on his missionary journey, innocently coming with his wife in a Land Rover, driving in Bamboo, and got across a crossfire and was killed brutally, you wept. Ghana wept for that pastor that was killed innocently. The Ghana wept and we wept. But
Mm-hmm.
joy comes in the morning. The Biden administration said, if they care, we saw in the signatures uh, that is flying around the accord between Russia and the colonial master La Republique, the accord between Turkey and La Republique, and the possible talks between China and La Republique, just like what you said in the beginning of the broadcast, that this is actually a war between, I'm paraphrasing you are talking now, that this
Yeah.
actually you have the war between Goliath versus David versus Goliath. That
Mm-hmm.
they can go and hijack all the weapons. Let Russia surrender all the military accolades to La Republic. There's no way that they will win because it's a war of inheritance and God is on our side. So if they care, they go and borrow money and borrow money and borrow money. So April 15, after all other people were saying that the Sako administration were doing nothing, they were dormant, they were lame duck government, they were lame duck IG, not doing anything, they do nothing IG, then that there was nothing like war. The Biden administration said, no, enough is enough. We have received enough intelligence report. Because, Pastor, do you know that the American intelligence is all over the world? It's
Oh,
all over the
yeah.
world. They are present
Yeah.
in Amazonia. They are present all over.
Yeah.
So they don't.
Sure.
They have the ways of collecting their own information. Like what one person said, that when they gave those things for them to fight Boko Haram,
Mm-hmm.
it has something that was stuck on it. So it is being monitored. Wherever you will go to a wrong place, they say, you are in the wrong place because it is tagged. It has a thing that the gadget that are being monitored remotely. So what are we saying? We are saying that the Biden administration has got everybody to be wrong. When they said everything was okay, the chiefs went to Paris and they were cleaning their cups in Paris, and they said they went just for a museum thing, that everything is okay, there is no problem, everything is coming under normal. When the La Republique, they were going around trying to tell the story of the world. They bring football, they bring soccer player in Victoria, trying to tell the world that everything is okay. Is the world full? What kind of soccer player is playing and there are armored cars all over the place? And when the people are practicing in Boya Stadium, there are soldiers heavily guarded all over the place. Why is it that? Is the world a fool? Are they not seeing? The players are being escorted with heavily guarded military tankers and all of. They are forcing people to go and the first time in the Afghan match in Victoria, guess what? They said that the money they collected was a heavy deficit, heavy deficit. It could not even cover the cost of the investment on that stadium, until they had to force teachers, until they had to force students, until they had to force civil servants that we must see you in the stadium. What kind of nonsense is that? Until that colonial governor is forcing chiefs to come and march on the worst fake, the sad day in our history.
I'm
Is
telling
that
you.
not a movie?
That nonsense that man is talking, Reverend, I mean Doctor, from the history you are relating and telling us Amazonians, we have come a long way, and we are no more in that holy state of life
Mm-hmm.
where you just allow your goods to be plundered by a thief, or by an armed
Mm-hmm.
robber, or by a lazy man who was brought into this world to work and to be able to eat. I usually hear people say that there's no food for a lazy man, and also the Bible is very clear that if you will not work, you should not eat. But we see this minyamove, that means chop brook pot them. They decide not to work because, according to them, France, through their craftiness and cunning wickedness, they don't give them slaves, where now their own people, the way they call and say their brothers, for do all the work, and then they pick and eat. This bring me back for what we are Siam, time where we grow up doctor, for
Mm-hmm.
southern Cameroons, West Cameroon at that time, where we never join these criminal people, the way they never come trick we, and then make all kind by kind lie them. I mean, see how we will be the prosper. But immediately they come in, once they see you say you be an Amazonian, and They will know say if they strip you off of economy, then you can be a slave, because any man they want something will go for a belly. So they discover say when you be industrious and you get something for job, you feel resist any kind of attack where they come. So they first of all see say if they deprive us of our economic heritage, then we will become slaves. So they come in, any man we want start business for when a southern Cameroonian, they will give you taxes, then so the taxes to go close it down. We know of Nibangu, we know of Nanga, we know of Kilo, we know of those these things. They start on small with the checks in a
Chair.
play.
You remember? You forgot chair.
Yeah,
The chair
yeah,
company.
yes. Yeah, check company, yes. So they start with checks in na just joke. They finish with them one by one, one by one, one by one.
You forget
Then the
kilo,
Naka enter.
kilo,
I don't mention kilo. I
kilo
don't mention kilo
company.
and bros. I don't mention them. I mention them. I mention kilo and bros. You know, kilo and bros where every Thursday, every Monday, every Thursday we will stand for door. We'll go for post office for go open box for see whether mails they don't come, because if you be in charge of mails, you know, they make and so kill the post office system. You know, thank God say as they kill the post office system, WhatsApp and other new thing they come for communication. They will just do everything for black us out so that they fit use we like the ancient people, the way they don't get no
They
sense and
go
so
kill.
on.
They go kill Wadawum. Wadawum. You remember?
Of course. Wada UNVDA. Wada UNVDA
Wow.
fund up. So that mean people do not
Yeah.
get chop for chop. So that mean they come in with their imperialistic ideas and then destroy the people, then make them be slaves, and they think that they don't succeed. If they go to a point where we even see say the most intelligent Amazonians them, they know they give them job. And if they give them job, now they don't start another one for the poison anybody. So one for one, the Amazonians, the way they did outside, where we had to come up for here, say we had to go visit Cameroon. You know, not go for Amazonia because I say in a war zone, which should be correct. But when I go visit La Republic of Cameroon, where they don't make a system now, they do watch una. Any quarter we go enter for day for your own day, they notice say you be bush faller, you don't come out for abroad, you come, they go poison you. They are poisoning a lot of people now. So you where you be Amazonia and you go visit that wicked dirty land, be very careful. Yes, even with the chop boy, the chop them for your house, make sure that you pray over it very very well before you chop them. And not visit any people where we don't leave them, especially when they talk that they are oppressive language, saying a French. If you visit any of them, either they offer you food or drink, just know that you commit suicide. You are on the highway of committing suicide, because they go kill you in such a way that you know if you go back for place where they go back, and at the end of the day you will end up die for day. So don't say they will try to kill we economically, but God, thank God for God, say He send a remnant. Remnant are some other group of people that were na Ambazonians them. He send this remnant, they come out for La Republique, come out for Ambazonia, and then they go for this other country them, where today we don't see where to where it happen. Now a few days ago, yesterday I read for interim government, the paper say out of all that money where they contribute them, they don't receive already cash more than 18 million, I mean $18,000. You know, they don't receive more than $18,000 for their hands now. We'll be ready for help our people, you know, and then the other balance is to come in. So with one for talk say the interim government, despite all the canker worm them where they don't enter for pull down the pillar them, caterpillar them, they don't enter for pull down the pillar them for make we for go for boya. They still fail because the few people where they be people the way they be where they follow the interim government, they don't be like spectators, you know, where somebody write an opinion here where I would like to read the opinion directly from the person's mouth. I go read them. Not be my opinion, not be me I write them, but I go want for read them so that make Ambazonians them. They know say people in the way they watch. And it talks something where at doctor I go read them later on. Yeah, you go remind me I read them because this one are still current event where it make our history. So the ambassadors they go no. Say we know they here for bring gossip, we know they here for blackmail anybody. We dey here as the people where they talk true. And true no only means say now something where it be positive. True na something to wey be negative. And I don't already talk am and I still want to repeat am. So when God, if he talks, say David be a man after he had, David go sleep with another man, a woman, God write them for inside Bible. That kind of a situation, a disgraceful situation, but God put them for inside Bible. You know, God put them for inside Bible. So that when we read them, make we know say, even though he like we plenty, something then they will not feel hide them, especially when they be for the detriment of the morals of the people the way he want them. Even if a big man commit them, he could put them down for inside Bible so that we learn. So also the negative thing, the way they don't happen for inside with revolution, where for take we go for boya, we not go feel we not go fail for talk 'em, because that negative thing them not true. You know, now true thing them where they don't make a move, take some steps back. And anybody where be involved and he be in charge, go put the thing down. Maybe ambassadors they learn. Now, if you want to point fingers, if you go ahead, point fingers. But then no house, no day where when they make fire for house, smoke no go come out. If you make fire for house with firewood, smoke must come out. And so no house, no day where smoke no dey come out for day. For people they notice and say fire day for that house. So when you see people they talk say, oh, this ambassador being divided and so on, it's just a camouflage and just intimidation. You know, that just intimidation. I hear one young man come for me. He talk say, you people are not united. I say, you for your house you be united. You and your wife will not quarrel. So when you quarrel with your wife, means you no go and sit down, my friend. You know, now say people the way they get different opinion them, they know the one for follow their opinion them, they attack other people their opinion. But you see, the interim government, it don't become focused now for way to way, for the mission where Papa God don't give them, for take we go for boya. And of course, when the people they want for take we go for your own day, they come in say some derogative things about the interim government, we get for reply them, for tell them, say no, they get their mission from their father, the devil, and we get our mission from Papa God. And that's why we bring we history. Now, doctor
Yeah.
don't read for here. Hold on, doctor. Doctor don't read for here the resolution, the way they be taken for that 994th for 21st of April 1961. Then he read the
At 3
country the
p.m.
way at 3, that is the detail at 3 p.m. He read the country the way they be support Ambazonia, and the country the way they not be support Ambazonia, and possibly the country the way they be in abstention. Now, wait till we see from that result. Now, say majority they carry the vote. For that time, the majority will be carry the vote. It be now the Ambazonian Ambazonia independence. But what happen? They still ton play mago. They not bring that Ambazonian independence to fruition. Now, I think what the talk say, some people then they way they play choco every now and then. And France, of course, we see say most of the African country the way now French African country the way they be slaves under France. They not be vote for the independence of Ambazonia, you know. And of course, United Nations, if you don't already set a date, and then that voting, it be proof say we be eligible for get our independence. And on the day of our independence, shockingly enough, where doctor don't talk for you say it will be a Saturday, they take the instruments of our independence, hand them over to La Republique du Cameroon, where they start for torture we. One week for morning time, kale. You know, some of these boys, the way they always talk, where they don't come in here, and they say they be activists, and they make noise all over the place. Before you want to say you be real activist, my dear friend, I beg you, go read history. All these things they be documented, so that when you talk the truth. No go make them take some of the maquiza the way La Republic don't recruit them. They come in one moment, praise the interim government. Once see another moment, they go join the coup plotters. They talk rubbish. So all those kind of people, they don't get no relevance for we a struggle. And of course, we must work out for hot coals. Then when we enter Boya, then we'll put cold water. Tango say mountain, they the way it produce the freshness where we need them. So over to
Yeah.
you, doctor.
Yeah, Pastor. I just want to say something that David's fault was recorded in the scriptures. Thank God that he repented. When he
Yes.
repented, he was accepted. Are you a coup plotter
Yes.
out there? Follow the route of David. Come publicly and said to the prophet Nathan, I have sinned against God. Yes, you will be received back. Is it not Dr. Tita that went up and accepted to be the leader of the coup plotter? And when he realized himself that it was innuendos, guess what? He abandoned the place and came back. And he is with us. So, coup plotter out there, please come back. The door is open for you. Don't be like Saul. Saul did a wrong thing, and Saul was adamant until Saul died as a backslider. Peter was one of the people that had a problem. He denied Christ 3 times. But thank God he realized himself and came back. If Peter came back, God, that grace is enough for you to come back, because God can give you the grace to come back, and the door is open for you. Don't be a Judas Iscariot, because Judas Iscariot sold the Lord for 30 pieces of silver. By the time that he was given opportunity, he doubled down. And because he doubled down, he was so frustrated that he had to go and hang himself and die. So, what is happening? There is still room for you out there. You saw yourself that you are on the wrong side of history. Come back, come back. The door is open, and we will watch you. We will watch you very well, but we will receive you back. And as you stand, Dr. Tita came out very, very well. Even the AS Amazonia stakeholder strategic conference in Washington, D.C., you can see the jingles from Dr. Tita. You can see his interview with ABC. He made it very, very clear that he chose a wrong road. And when he saw that he was going to be on the wrong side of history, what did he do? He came back and he was received.
Yeah.
So there is
Yes,
room.
doctor.
They were not fools.
Yeah.
Amazonia were not fools. And Amazonia, be careful with people that, there are people that they always blame. When something happens, they pass blame. They blame this one. They blame this one. We told you people this one. They are always blaming. And when they are even talking, they are making themselves as if they are not part of Amazonia. You have to be careful with that, with those kind of people. I don't even say, because when somebody comes with criticism that is not constructive, you criticize, IG would have done this one. Why did they put this one? Look at what they put this one. Look at what they upon this one. You blame. Blame game is not taking us to anywhere, because this is God ordained revolution. Look at the finger of God and see how God is taking us to Boya by himself. Thank you.
Thank you very much, doctor. As you the talk, I want to tell the Ambazonian people and say, no matter who will you be, to err, as they talk for that adage, to err is human. So when you err, that means say you make mistake and you do something we not correct. When they correct you, it is but easy and simple for you to say, I be sorry. And when they talk something them, you make your own effort for find them out. If you discover say not true, you bring the instruments of the truth before, put and make all man see, not be the innuendos and all the allegations and the suspicious where you go on it. When you build on those suspicious and on those innuendos, where concrete thing no day for hand, it just dey like this King Saul, where Samuel come for ye. Tell you say, Master, Papa God send you say, make you go for that country, go totally destroy everything and everybody. He say, yes, so I don't do am as Papa God tell me, say me I do am. King Saul said, but I did hear meh, meh, meh. He said, oh, yes. That meh, way this so. Now the one way you are people then take and for come make sacrifice unto God. Instead of him repenting. But then he said, but God will say me destroy both man and animal, everything, wipe them down. You go bring animal. God will talk say you need animal. All right, that one no end so. The King Saul said, Seth, it take chief of the rebels, Agag himself, bring him for a palace, make friend with you. You can see
Terrible.
how people are very recalcitrant. But look at David. As soon as David be here, just like Dr. Don't quote Dr. Tita will not go very far for history. Now, Dr. Tita's situation is in history. But a few weeks ago, it been a current event. It don't be in a history where
Yep.
it don't show the way to way with the reader for Bible, it be applicable for this life in order that things should continue. Dr. Tita, I got my cap for you. You are the example where ambassadors get for no. I know say the co-plotters where they be check say you don't betray them. They are talking, vomiting fire and brimstone. But the truth where you can't stand for them because they no be fit show you any evidence of their accusations for the interim president, Dr. Sako, then you step out. That is what a gentleman should do. And I should think that people, the way they be educated, and people, the way they know small book, at least in this our 21st century generation, where they know small book, they should be honest to themselves. Nobody will come up anytime, crack lies. And when you crack that lies, they define you out. Now, I want to read the thing where one doctor, he write them for me. Say where I go read them for the grammar. I know I add no nothing for day. I go just read them. Now your opinion. And he send them for me personally. Say, please, Pastor, for our history, put down this, read this, my opinion. Make ambassadors in here so that they fit wake up, behave like Dr. Tita. They fit wake up, behave like a number of other people, the way they don't be carried away, and now they realize the truth and they come out. Like I don't know, I never find them out, but I don't know whether one of the strong members will be the support Ayaba. He can't discover the wickedness where it perpetrate them for we own people. He say he don't come out. I go find them out. If that young man don't come out, I go like for talk with she. You can no one for speculate, talk in the way they never happen. Because when you be in a wrong place, you know be bound. They never tie you for that place. You are not a slave. This struggle now voluntary. And when you follow somebody where check say they do the real work for take we go for boya, the day you realize say they take you go for Yaounde, or you just the tonton they make it business, you abandon the place where you get concrete evidence. I mean real evidence where if you show them say now the things you demand to do, you know. So Dr. Bill I say one talk, but me I read this
We get
man
8
in story.
minutes. We get 8 minutes. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Okay, may I go? My opinion, that's so the man talk. The revolution has been centered on Chris Anu for too long, despite the fact that he has already resigned from the IG. It is hard to overlook the damage he has caused us. He has caused to us and the struggle. But I want to advise that we must move away from this side show or madman's dance that he is putting up. My reasons are thus: he has opened a TV station and is looking for listeners. Since all, if not most Amazonians are angry with him, he starts saying outlandish or outrageous things so that we can all sit and talk about it or rush back to his channel to listen to his imbecilic utterances. Now, grandma man write this thing on a doctor. That way, he had me for pronounce the thing them. Okay. He said, when all of us focus on what he said, we lose time in strategizing on how to move the struggle forward. That is true. Remember, the mind cannot process two ideas with the same level of seriousness. Correct. One must be paid greater attention than the other at every moment. I agree to you, sir. We must refrain, desist, and stop making Anu relevant because he is not. There is a school of thought that did not have a lot of money for advertisements during his initial campaign to be president. So to get himself on TV, he decided to be saying some of the craziest things we all know of. That kept CNN analyzing his utterances every evening. As a result, he gained exposure without paying without paying any dime. Do we see the connection? Ambazonians, shine your eyes. Chris Ano will gain more than exposure. He will stay in our view. If he stays in our view, our minds, and our conversations, then some of us will begin to think that he is okay. He is not. He is a traitor, a backstabber, an untrustworthy guy, the man who failed Ambazonia the most. Thank you very much, Doctor, for this write up. I actually read it because the doctor sent it. And I want to tell you, Doctor, if you have been listening to our history, he is completely out of our history, because the history we are giving here now positive history. We don't want people the way they don't fail we for be the point of our focus. No, we're not the one for bring them into the scene. We talk with the way the interim government don't do, and we talk with the way the interim House of Representatives. If you look at it, all the coup plotters, we not to mention them again because they are irrelevant. I'm mentioning them not just for them some relevance where they not get. So that's why for ABC here, we want to talk with the way be real, where you feel verifiable, like the history way. Doctor, don't just read them for here now. So, Doctor, thank you very much for this write-up. And I hear say Ambazonians, they don't hear. We don't talk nothing about these crazy fellows where they don't betray we, not only betray, they sell we wholesale with all their lies and gossip where they know the whole no ground. So we will continue for exploit our history and make sure say, as we dey exploit the history, we dey give current events so that right now Ambazonians they go build for the current events, then make a new history. We don't go the old way, because if you use the old method for history, you will get the same old results where they will happen. So that's why we dey change now for the focus on which way we fit do. Doctor, if you talk your concluding statements, our time is up.
Our fellow Ambazonians, weeping may endure for a night. The night has been 61 years, but joy has come. We are in the morning of realization of our statehood in Buya.
Restore.
Let's stay
Yes.
focused. See you in the next broadcast.
Thank you very much, Ambazonians. Let's take these words very serious. Weeping has endured for a night. This is the morning, and we are calling you not to forget. Every 5 p.m. on ABC, we have our history, and Doctor is here to bring us researches so that we can be aware of our history. As he has said, see you in the next broadcast. God bless you and have a wonderful Thursday. But don't forget, all Ambazonians, today is the town hall meeting that the president has called. All Ambazonians are invited to come into this town hall meeting. Town hall meeting is the meet the people contact by the president and his entire government. So if you are out there, I want to know which way to go on. Don't fail for come into this town hall meeting. At the moment now, I don't know whether it will be broadcast live, but most of the time, the ABC it broadcast the town hall live so that people the way they know where they know get no way for enter the FISIAM. But if you be either for home front or wherever you be an Ambazonia, and also those who are interested to hear what way it will go on with Ambazonia, you are invited. Now the Zoom link it be in almost in so many fora. So if you're there for any of the WhatsApp groups, you will enter for day. Even for Telegram, if you enter for day, you go see the Zoom link. So join us. we will listen to the APP, Amber Peace Plan program, and of course, we'll listen to our president and see the way forward as we continue in this journey. Thank you very much, and see you tomorrow, same time, 5 p.m. God bless us. Doctor.
You are the sea every time I turn around. Now you are the pillow